Hey guys, I'm Sydney.
And I'm Zach.
And you're watching the Midnight Jamboree. So if you watched our video where Zach was prepping for Halloween, which we will link up above in the cards for you, you would have seen that Zach picked up a very special pre-order for me at FYE. And that would be Nickelodeon's Reptar Bar.
Reptar.
So growing up, my brothers and I were really big into the Rugrats.
Can I rephrase that for you? Growing up, everyone was really into the Rugrats.
Yes.
Everyone.
But our favorite episode, at least one of our favorite episodes, is always the very first Halloween episode where the babies find out about Reptar Bars.
Reptar.
And they want to find out what is so great about this because Angelica's talking about it like it's the greatest thing in the world. It's a candy bar that turns your tongue green, stupid babies. And Nickelodeon has been having a major resurgence in the past year. I mean, they have the Splat, which is their after hours basically nostalgia channel where they're replaying all this old shows from the 90s. Target has a whole line of stuff for them. Walmart has a whole line of stuff for them. Box Lunch and Hot Topic, like
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere, and it's insane, and I love it so much because Nickelodeon in the 90s was one of my all-time favorite things, still is one of my all-time favorite things. And when I found out that FYE was making Reptar Bars, not only Reptar Bars, but Reptar Bars that turn your tongue green, I had to get them.
Your tongue green Reptar Bars.
So we went a couple weeks ago to FYE when they first came out. Just, walked around the store for about 15 minutes trying to find them.
We don't like asking for things. We like to try and find stuff first before we do that.
Despite what you notice on our channel, we are very introverted people. We don't like asking people for things. We don't like dealing with people.
That's why we order a lot of Postmates.
Yes. So they had a few things that were coming out directly with FYE. They had the Reptar cereal, which also turns your tongue green. $14.99 for a box of cereal was just a little...
I thought you said it was way more than that.
No, it was $14.99.
Oh, that's actually kind of reasonable.
For a box of cereal. For a box of cereal, that was like a little much for me. Considering the other cereals that I've collected over the years have always been like, like the Crustios that came out that were $3.99 at the grocery store because they were at the grocery store.
I was going to say, yeah, that's kind of the point right there is that they were at the grocery store instead of at a place like FYE, which already, hate to say it, is super just overly priced for everything.
Everything. And then they had a exclusive pop for Reptar where he's eating a bowl of Reptar cereal, which I still am planning on getting one of those. They do have them on their website. They unfortunately didn't have any in the store.
And not when I went back and looked either.
But I finally got up the courage to ask the clerk, and I was like, hey, I know this is going to sound really stupid, but I specifically drove in here to get Reptar Bars. And he goes, oh yeah, we're not getting those until November because it's too hot to bring them here because we live in Arizona, and when it's 110 degrees in October, that's just a norm.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, do you want to go ahead and pre-order some? And I was like, why would you pre-order a candy bar? And he's like, they're really going to sell out. So I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, you can buy up to 30.
Yeah.
And I was like,
thanks.
30 Reptar Bars at $2.99 a piece. And the little Zach inside my head said, don't do it. You're not buying 30 of them.
Because you won't eat 30 of them.
You don't know that.
They're good. I will make mention of this until November 27th of next year. So that's a long time to eat that many Reptar bars. But really, I'm also the person who's kind of like, it's limited, let other people have a chance. With the Jolt Cola, they set 10 aside for us. That wasn't my fault.
No,
I
said, can we order some? And they said, sure. And then we came in, they're like, oh, you want all 10, right? And I was like,
yeah.
Yes? But with this, I was like, okay, if they're only getting in so many cases, and there's going to be those jerky people that are going to order 30, and there's only one FYE in our town right now.
Yeah, there used to be 3, and there was 4, and then they moved one to a mall, which is super stupid. I don't know. I mean, I guess I get why they did it because Sam Goody and Tower Records and Virgin Megastore don't exist anymore.
And they all used to be in that mall.
Yeah.
Which is now a Forever 21 where those all used to be.
And it's just, I hate that so much because the one really close to us obviously closed down and we weren't in there all the time because like I said, they were overpriced, but it was easier to get stuff.
I mean, we did get a lot of stuff from them over the years. Especially when they had TV sales. We would stock up.
I buy a lot of stuff.
So I decided to buy 3. Me being the nice sister that I am, I gave one to my brother as an early birthday present, which he told me he put it in a protective case and it is sitting on his wall of pops next to his Reptar pop. So now we have 2 to eat. I am afraid to open mine because I really want to keep it to put it on display on my desk.
And I went back into the store, obviously, and I asked the guys, like, oh, they sell pretty well. And he's told me that they did sell out, and they had about 45 left for just regular people, to kind of who didn't pre-order or anything like that, just people walking into the store. So it's kind of crazy that a candy bar is this limited. But then again, we live in a world where everything is limited, and it's kind of preposterous. But, I get it.
But I mean, I love the fact that the outside of it, if you can see,
It's got snowflakes.
it's got snowflakes and Christmas lights on it. So they obviously were planning to do these for a Christmas thing and didn't realize how popular they were going to be. But I think,
Do they ever realize how popular?
nope. But my favorite part is on the very back. If it'll focus. Stop focusing on my face. There we go. Where it says tear open, chomp, and then what's the last part? Oh yeah, roar like Reptar.
Okay.
So I am waiting for you to roar like Reptar.
So, obviously, because she bought 3 and wants to keep one, we split it right down the middle. And you can see there's a lot of green in there. There's a lot of green stuff in the center.
Now, the one thing I will say is in the show, you can go ahead and bite into it.
No.
In the show, the Reptar bars are actually shaped like Reptar.
So it's kind of a cop-out almost, but I guess this was a lot easier to mass-produce this.
Yes, but I love the fact that in the new Nick box that they put out for this season, there's actually a stuffed Reptar bar that has a bite taken out of it, and it's oozing green.
All right, so
It
smells like chocolate. It smells slightly Andes mintish.
I was, it smells like...
So I don't know if there is mint.
It smells like that cheap Easter chocolate that you get.
Yeah, it's obviously... No one is buying this thinking it's going to be a Hershey quality. No one is doing that.
Hershey's. I was thinking Lindor quality.
In your dreams.
For $2.99, it better be Lindor quality.
For $2.99, you're buying the fact that it has Reptar on it and the fact that it's got green frosting in the middle. All right, let's do it. I've had worse chocolate. So I'm going to eat all of it to make sure my tongue turns the correct shade of green. Chomp.
Where's the roar?
I'm going to roar when I'm done.
Now the question is, are you going to roar like the Reptar from the movie? Or are you going to roar like the Reptar from the ice show?
The ice show. Reptar! Rawr. Reptar. Thor, hungry. Thor, want eat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. All right, so I'm going to not be gross, and I'm going to rinse my mouth real quick.
I'm always gross. It's what they come here for. See my grossness.
All right. So they do turn your tongue green. That's pretty cool.
He's lean. He's mean. He turns your tongue green. Reptar.
So that's interesting. I mean, you buy this for the nostalgia and for the experience. So that when you, as an adult at the age of 27, watch Rugrats and be like, yeah, I've had a Reptar bar. Like,
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. Angelica. I feel you, girl.
this would not have been the thing. Like, I'm amazed this didn't happen in the 90s. Like, I don't know if we just like Nickelodeon didn't think there was a market or something like that, but it's just they didn't make these, and that's kind of crazy to me.
But it's funny because even BuzzFeed did a video about 2 weeks ago, like right before Halloween, on how to make your own Reptar bars.
I haven't got time for that.
I was like, why? Just go and buy one at FYE. So when Zach was at FYE picking these up, they did inform him that they are still doing pre-orders again. You can also buy them on FYE.com in a package of 24 for, I believe it's like $60.
But it comes with a box, so that's
It comes
cool.
with a display box, which is pretty cool. It's got a pretty big Reptar on there. If it wasn't $60, I would contemplate it.
That's the thing. It's like, it's cool to have that, but to me, one, the candy bars will go bad at some point. And I know there are people out there who obviously do not care about that. I'm one of them.
Matt.
Well, you say Matt, but people don't know.
Matt
who
from
Matt
Dinosaur
is.
Dracula.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you don't say his name, people don't really know. But like,
Trash bag lunch.
let's cut that baby. But there are certain people out there who don't care about expiration dates and things like that. It'll keep. I mean, it's chocolate. I don't know what part of it kind of won't keep for a while. But then there's the frosting inside, which obviously at some point will decay and start to get really kind of funky. So I don't know. It'd be cool to have, but
if you're not eating them, I guess it wouldn't be the biggest deal. I mean, we have a box of cereal in our closet that's Ghostbuster cereal from the 80s.
It's a box, though. I don't have cereal in it.
Oh, I thought it was...
No.
Oh. Because I was going to say, I have a bunch of boxes.
We have a bunch of cereal boxes, but they're all empty.
Monster cereals. From when Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy came back.
But that's so different. So, I mean, I guess I get it if someone's, wanting to keep something like that. And that's cool. I totally get it. But for me, I don't know. I'm happy to try it.
One. Yeah. Just because it's a Reptar bar, and I don't think I'll ever see that again in my life.
Why not?
And I'm not going to spend $2.99 on one again because, well, it was cool to try it, and well, it's awesome to have my tongue green. The chocolate wasn't that great. Like, it very much was reminiscent of that really cheap Easter chocolate that you get from your grandma.
I will say this, though. I have had the rest of this glass of Jolt Cola, and my tongue is still green. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not something that kind of comes off like that. Like, I kind of anticipated that it would because I didn't really put much stock in this kind of not being crappy. So,
I mean, the water kind of washed it off a little bit on my tongue.
But not a lot, though.
Not a lot. My tongue's still green. So leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this. Would you try a Reptar bar? Did you watch The Rugrats as a kid? I mean, we both did. It was one of our favorite shows, and we quote it constantly.
All right, so like she said, I think that'll be it for this video. While you're down there leaving a comment for us, make sure you hit the notification bell and the subscribe button and all of that good stuff that's down there. And we will link our Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, Twitter, all of those good things down there, so you can make sure to check us out outside of our YouTube channel and also on our website, www.themidnightjamboree.com.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Zach.
And you've been watching The Midnight Jamboree.
Bye, guys.